Hey guys, I think it's about time we had an update. So let's talk about the fact that, hey, I'm back. Hi. And if you didn't notice, where have you been? Because I've done a lot of streams in the past month. Howdy. Alright, so we've got a couple things to cover, so let's try to get through this as fast as we can. Number one, I am officially a YouTube partner, which means I can now make money off of this. Yay! I don't have ads just yet. I still have to earn that, but we're pretty close. So I expect probably by maybe mid-April at the latest, we'd probably have ads that I can start putting on stuff. But until then, we have some other things to talk about in which that you can support me until ads become available, as well as I want to talk about what sort of schedule we've got going on. So first and foremost, we're going to go over the schedule. So what I want to do is I want to continue primarily doing streams because that's easiest for me. I can pop on a stream whenever I'm feeling good, and then if I don't feel up to editing it for like 2 weeks, that's okay. So I like that freedom of streaming a little bit more. So what I'd like to do is continue to have sporadic streams throughout each week, and then maybe have a couple videos a month. Maybe a one-off here and there like we did with Evil Pangy and Becoming a Burglar. More of that, by the way. That was a blast. And then I'd like to try to do highlights at least once a month of like all the best parts of all the streams we've done. And maybe if we've had streams like of enough of one particular like game or little challenge or something we're doing in The Sims, they can get their own dedicated highlights video. But that's the game plan for now. That can change. I highly doubt it, but streams are here, and I'm going to try to get out at least one highlights video a month. So that's our basic schedule. I don't think I'm going to be able to screw that up. Hopefully. So until ads, here's a couple ways that you can support me, which if you can't, 100% fine. Honestly, if you just breathe near one of my videos, it's more than enough for me. That just makes me happy. But if you think you want to do a little bit more than just heavily breathing near one of my video thumbnails, here are some options we have now. Now, if you've been watching the last couple of streams, you would know that I have a Kofi now. And if you didn't, now you know. And our Kofi operates as a means to toss me a teeny tiny bit of money as a one-off, or to subscribe to a certain amount that you decide monthly that you can cancel at any single time. And if you make that donation during a live stream, it gets read to everybody. And so then you don't have to wait till whenever I'm up and around and have risen from the dead to respond to you, because I'll be right there and it'll be read to everybody and I can thank you right then. And we really do enjoy our Kofi dono readings. They're very fun. Now, maybe coffee's not your cup of tea and you want to stick to YouTube? No problem. We've got all sorts of stuff that now too, like stuff that I hadn't even heard of until I got memberships. So let's get into that. First and foremost, we have Super Thanks and Superchats, which are pretty much the same thing, but one of them is live streams and the other isn't. I had heard of Superchats, but I hadn't heard of Super Thanks. So I'm like, who even is she? Does she even go here? But apparently Super Thanks is just Super Chat, but not live. So you can just at any point make a little comment under whatever video, and a certain amount you want to donate with that comment, you could tell me that I really stink and put $2 US dollars attached to it, and then everybody will see this little pin that you've donated $2 to tell me that I'm a smelly bitch. So that's a thing you can do, but wait, there's more. You can do it live with super chats and super stickers. So that's a thing that we have. Now, we haven't gotten one yet on a live stream, but it should, if I've set it up right, it should work the same way the Kofi donos do, where it gets read for everybody. And finally, we have memberships. Memberships is going to be a bit more chaotic because they're probably going to change based on your guys' feedback, what we like, what we don't like, what we'd like to add. And the good news is I can change these at any time, just not the price points, but I'm very happy with the price points. So let's go over the different tiers that I have available now. So first and foremost, we've got our first tier. We've got just a regular old penguin. So you know, I was very bad at naming these. So if it's disappointing, I'm even more disappointed about it. So for about $3 we get the basic package. So everybody gets loyalty badges. So you get a little star next to your name, and you get featured on the channel as being part of the members. So if you go on the channel and you're a member, there will be a little tab that has every other member and yourself. I don't have emojis yet, but they are something that we can design. I'd like to do that in an art stream eventually, where we design some emojis as a community. So those are the two basic that comes with everything. Here on out is all stuff that I've picked, and this is the stuff that can change. First and foremost, we have a priority reply to comments. So that means member comments light up in a different color for me, so I can tell who's a member and who's not, so I know who to respond to first. So we have that as an option. We also have a member-only Discord server. This is different from our regular live stream server. I'm going to try to differentiate it as much as I can so that there's actually a reason to want to join it. If you don't want to, totally fine. But I'd like to keep some stuff kind of exclusive, maybe have some polls in it and some other stuff that I haven't quite decided yet. A lot of this undecided crap is going to be what the viewers want. Next, we have member shoutouts. That will be something that we cover at least once a live stream, and any published video that I do that's an actual, like, be it a montage for the, you know, highlights or a one-off, etc. At the end of that, we will have a reading of every single member that is part of our YouTube membership. I'm not quite sure when I'd like to do it in live streams, whether I want to do it in the beginning or in the end. Beginning might be more preferable, because if you just want to pop in for the first 2 minutes of a live stream to hear your name and then dip, totally fine. All right, and last for the first is we have a new thing that I want to make for everybody, but there's a little bit of a perk for members only. So we have fan art featured in live streams. Do you remember when I used to have fan art like just plastered all over my basic view? Yeah, I want to go back to that. So I thought we would have a sort of a highlight thing at some point during live streams where we feature all the artists that might have like made us fan art for whatever games or etc. that we're covering. So what I thought I would do is I have in both of the Discords, I have a fan art thing. So I thought what we would do is any fan art posted in the member server will get talked about and featured first, and then if there's any fan art in the other server, it'll get covered last, but then we have some more community engagement for everybody. So then you don't have to subscribe just for that. You still get featured, you just won't, you know, be the first in line. Now that's everything for our first tier. Here's where it gets a little bit chintzy because I ran out of ideas and I'm going to need your help. So next at about $5 USD, we have a Super Penguino. I am also very disappointed in these names, like I said. But if you pay for the 1-up, of course, you get all the previous perks. You get early access to videos, which means highlights and any other little one-offs that I do. You get to see those a good couple days first. I'm not sure how many days just yet, but I'm thinking 1 or 2, and then they go out to the public. Next, we're going to have member-only polls. These will probably not go into effect until we have a handful of members, but I would like to open up polls so that members can vote, only members can vote, and you guys can help decide what we do each week. Do we want to focus on more sim streams? And I think I want to set it up in a manner that I can do 2 separate polls, one for members and one for not, and then I can collect the data together, and then, so Sims wins. Then we'll do Sims first, and then whatever was second place, and then whatever was third, and that's how we'll do our stream schedule for whatever week. Now, next we have our final tier, which is Penguinator, that one I actually like. This one is very naked. It does have all the other perks, of course, though, but lastly I have member-only live chats, which would basically just mean if you've been on Twitch, basically if you have people that subscribe, only they can be in the chat. We're going to do that occasionally. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do this. I can do member-exclusive live chats, but then my mods can't moderate, so we've made it live chat only for now. And if we want to see these 2 final tiers more filled out. Want to see what you guys want to see for them to fill out. So I can edit these at any point, take stuff away, add more stuff. I have room for 2 more tiers. Do not interrupt me. I am having a conversation with myself. Don't you know I'm insane? Anyway, so we have 2 more tiers that I have available if I want them. I don't think I do. I think these 3 are it. This is fine. But if there's enough people that want to subscribe more than, say, like, well, the Penguinator's the $10 USD. So if you want to subscribe to more than that, tell me what you want. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is going to be community driven because I don't know. I don't know what everybody wants just yet. And this is my first time doing crap like this. So, hey. Anyway, whether you can support me or not, it is all greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you just breathe at one of my videos, it is greatly appreciated. And you should know that any donations, all super chats, all coffee donations, all super thanks, memberships, etc., all goes directly to me for the time being. So it goes to paying my bills, it goes to feeding me, it goes to feeding my cats, it goes to buying me groceries, anything else that I need, until Ian gets his job back and starts making money. Then he can take on the brunt of our bills, and then I'd like to change that income to paying mostly for stuff for live streams, for videos, primarily being, if you want a game that you want me to play, let me know, and we'll use some of that money that I've been making off of this each month to pay for whatever such game. Or you can put in like a super chat or a coffee donation that you can leave a message and leave a certain amount and be like, I want you to spend this on insert game here. We can do that. We can pay for whatever game you want to see with your money, and I'll try not to fuck it up too bad, unless that's what you want. Alright, well, this is going a little bit long, and I've had quite a few failed attempts. This will probably have a blooper reel after this. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for breathing at my videos. Alright, bye, guys. So let's have a chat. Who the fuck is getting into trouble? So, yeah. Could you not beat up your pickle while I'm trying to do this? Take your crinkle pickle and go somewhere else. I can't worked out just yet. Could you fuck off? I'm trying so hard to just do this. God, that's going to could you not fucking scratch my wall while I do this? Jesus Christ.